some dude pulled a gun on me. And,
What? You stole money from the... How much are we talking here? The SWAT team landed on the roof of your school.
Yeah, I got a million juicy stories.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm here with Jason Horton. Fantastic. You really are a fantastic comedian.
Thank you.
And
the feeling's mutual.
Yeah. And
I have to say that.
We both agree he's a fantastic comedian.
Yeah.
And he's also the co-host of Ghost Town, a phenomenal podcast about spooky stuff. Yeah. It's on episode 600 something.
It's in the 600s, yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So we have you here because for the years I made money off telling stories about being a kid.
Yeah.
And I've run out.
Yeah.
So, let's get other people's great stories about being a kid. So where did it all go wrong for you?
I mean, I'm old, so just looking back at all, I really had no direction, even though it wasn't really it was just me. Like,
You're an only child?
No, I'm one of 6.
You are?
Yeah. If you count, I've steps brothers, stepsisters.
Youngest or oldest?
I'm oldest.
How big was the gap between you and the youngest?
My youngest sister is probably 16 years.
Okay. That's
I
huge...
I think my youngest sister...
So you probably didn't even know her very well.
No, I did. We grew up to... I mean, with
a 16-year age gap?
I mean, I think yeah, I mean, as time went on and I moved out of the house and stuff like that. But I never drank or smoked or did drugs.
Me neither, yeah.
So I couldn't even blame... So people assume oh, were you such a loser because of drugs? I was like, no. I wasn't even doing anything cool. I was just I love punk. I love music, and that's all I cared about was music and punk.
Yeah.
And I dropped out of 5 community colleges.
Right.
Just no excuse, no reason.
Where did this all happen?
I'm originally was born in New Jersey, and then which half of my family still is. And then I grew up in upstate New York, about an hour outside of the city, in Orange County.
How old were you when you made that move?
I was probably 10.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was 10, and then I lived there, and then I moved. It was within that area until eventually, when I was 30, I was I'm getting out of here, and I moved to California.
10's right the age when you have cemented your friend group and stuff. So I imagine that just tore up your life.
Not really, didn't have any friends. So
perfect.
Good with that. I didn't really have much. Yeah.
That's how I grew up. I remember not having any friends because I went to an ordinary school. I was like, can we just move anywhere, please? And then I got into an arts high school and I was like, finally, people I like.
Yeah.
Did you get friends when you moved to upstate New York?
Yeah, I mean, I have one friend that I'm still friends with today. I've been friends with for almost 40 years.
How'd you guys meet?
I know we were in some class together, just 2 outcasts. 2.
Do you remember what you guys would do together a lot?
I mean, we loved Transformers and G.I. Joes and action movies. I grew up in the 80s, so I was kind of programmed. This is something I think about, something I'll talk about, is in the 80s, it was Ronald Reagan, Red Dawn, and Rocky IV.
Yeah.
And it was being Republican is strong. That was a thing that I didn't know any real concept of it. It was kid. But that was kind of hate Russia. That was kind of the 80s for me. And I was I hate Russia. Then I married a Russian. And I was oh, Ronald Reagan was right. You were right, Reagan. It turns out you were right the whole time.
What if she's working for the other side? What if this is all just a con on you?
As long as she's working, right? Right.
Did you know you wanted to be a comedian when you were a kid?
Not really. I was pretty much a late bloomer. Before I formally started, I was 29 or 30 before I started giving this a shot. But I do remember being in school and a cool kid telling me I was funny. And he said, we are the 2 funniest kids in class, but he's you're Richard Pryor and I'm Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy was really big, was big then.
Yeah.
We're both white.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, there was no. But that's
clip. That's getting clipped for the internet.
But that's how Eddie Murphy was just so,
Yeah, he was number 1.
He was number 1.
That was probably around, was it Delirious? Is that what it was called?
Maybe even Raw.
Okay.
Was it maybe Raw? And then Beverly Hills Cop was also very popular. But I was always you're getting the short end of the stick. I loved Richard Pryor. And I'm not going to romanticize like being a kid and be like, yeah, I was just listening to Richard Pryor albums. And,
So,
you know,
do you know how old you were when that conversation took place about? Like, was it high school, middle
no,
school,
no, 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 no. It was probably
kindergarten? Just
probably 8th grade. So it was like 13, whatever that is, like
yeah,
13. But I was like, I love Richard Pryor because I loved like Brewster's Millions and
yeah.
like, you know, all
What is that?
Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, I've never heard of
It's
that.
when Richard Pryor is like rich old white people are like, let's see if we can get this guy down on his luck to like this kind of like game where he can either take $3 million now, but if he can spend like 30 million in like 30 days, he'll get 300 million. I forget what the numbers are. And he doesn't take the 3 million right away. So it's like a social experiment
Right.
they did. That was the 80s. It was giving black people money and see
Right.
what they would do with it. But I was like, I think what I really like Richard Pryor, he always looked so sad. Right.
Yeah.
But you look back at some of these comedians, like they're just so, you look at Rodney Dangerfield or
Yeah.
just like Richard Pryor, and, you know, looking back on him, I didn't know what his deal was. And I was like, he just looks so sad for a comedian. Just, I don't know, it just really resonated with me. So I was like, I'm getting the good end of the deal because I think Richard Pryor is way cooler.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's great, obviously, but I never really was like, oh, I want to be Eddie Murphy. I want to be Eddie Murphy.
So, did you do any performing in school?
I did. I was in the production of The King and I,
Okay.
but as like a nobody. But
Pillar number 4.
It was like guard number 94 or whatever, just for me to do something. But it was really cool. But the guy who played the king is actually in the movie Sinners.
Oh, I just saw that.
Yeah, he's like an accomplished slam poetry person and actor and musician and stuff like that. So he played the king.
That's crazy.
And so he's doing that, but I'm on this podcast. So I think I'm doing pretty well.
You're doing really well, yeah.
Pretty well. He's not on this podcast.
Yeah, he's not, and he never will be. I'm not going to have him.
Unless he wants him.
Yeah, unless he wants to.
Unless he wants to, then you'll drop everything and do it.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to leave. He's here right now.
Yeah, okay. All right, makes sense.
Was that your only production in school?
Yeah, that was. I wish I did more of it, but I did get involved. Like I loved the you know, at the time, like Saturday Night Live was out and Kids in the Hall was out. But my thing that I loved was The State on MTV.
Oh yeah, I know them from
Wet Hot
American Summer, right?
That worshipped it. I went and saw tapings of it when they would like tape it at NYU. I absolutely worshipped it. That's what really resonated with me. I was just like, oh, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want people on like that are on this show to be my friends.
Yeah.
I was like, I love how absurd it just resonated with me. And like Upright Citizens Brigade had their sketch show on too, which also was like kind of similar, but The State was like my thing. So then my friends and I would try to make videos and try to do like parodies of the movie Scream and like stuff like that. So we dabbled.
And this was in high school?
This was maybe a little after, maybe I'm 20. So this is probably like the mid 90s.
Okay.
So after high school, but pre-internet, you know, pre-social media. So we were just like
when only one person had a camera and you had to borrow it from a guy.
And then you're like double, you know, you like taping things on top of things.
Yeah.
You know, computers like that. So no real editing. And it wasn't until I moved actually out of New York. I mean, I tried going to take some acting classes in New York, but nothing formally with comedy. I wish I did.
Right.
It took me moving to California. I moved to San Diego. I'd never been to California before, and I just moved.
Did you just randomly?
I had a friend who lived out here, but
Okay.
I moved. I just wanted to get out, and I just chose San Diego. It seemed like a kind of a soft landing. And then I started doing improv there.
Oh, cool.
And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Yeah.
No savings on your podcast. It was great. It was a great move.
We are going to have a GoFundMe for Jason. That's the real reason he's here. So get those donations in.
You know, I don't want to like be like a sob story, but the first time I flew on a private jet, I was 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hard.
So I had to fly commercial
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And that was probably just to
It was business class, by the way. I wasn't flying coach.
And it was only one island that you guys went to, which is rough. Most kids that age are like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. I was like, this island again?
Yeah.
So yeah, donate to my GoFundMe, please. I had a troubled childhood.
Do you remember what your first car was?
I think it was a 1978 mint green Buick LeSabre. Huge.
Yes,
It was like
perfect
grandpa's
car.
Huge car. Not a great car to learn how to drive in.
Right.
But you could like live in it and have 2 roommates and be like pretty roomy, you
Right.
know? You know, a lot of comedians are kind of like, I'm living in my car. I was like, I'd be living in
I got some tips for you.
Yeah, I was like, you want to live in a 1978 Buick LeSabre.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's more like a mobile home than a car.
It is. Yeah, it's huge.
Did you get in any accidents with it ever as a kid? Did you crash it when you were trying to park it on the airplane?
I was just I had a driver.
Okay, right. Yeah,
So maybe he had trouble. I don't know. No, I mean, I got into that. Yeah, it took me 5 times to get my driver's license. But I was always taking the test in a 1978 Buick LeSabre. So finally I borrowed my mom's friend had a car, had like a little like Geo Metro, and I finally passed it.
So it wasn't the user error, it was literally
Yeah, it was a little of that too. You know what I mean? Like some of it was kind of like, oh, it's still or I had like a country squire station wagon. I tried it, you know what I mean?
So was your friend group in high school that one kid you were talking about?
There's a couple other like kind of like punks and like alternative, you know. So yeah, I mean, I got a girlfriend like pretty early on, like when I was like 16, which is not like super
That's
early.
pretty young, I
but
think.
it's pretty young.
For guys, it's young.
For
Girls
guys,
are
it's
like,
young.
I had a boyfriend in the 3rd grade.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What?
She was 46, and I think she was
Right,
my
okay.
teacher.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Is that why maybe I'm messed up right now?
Probably, yeah.
No. So I mean, it was like I was, you know, alternative, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like I love like Joy Division and the Smiths, and I still do, and all the Cure and stuff like that. So I found people through music a lot. So
Right.
that was easy, and it's still a way that I kind of gravitate to a lot of
Would you
people.
guys go and see live music ever?
Oh yeah.
Where would you go and see that?
I mean, not in high school. Well, I mean, sort of like I go to CBGBs
Right.
and like a lot of New York clubs, but then also go and see like Morrissey out in Long Island or something like that. Or I went to the first 4 Lollapaloozas and like the first 4 or 5 Warped Tours.
Right.
And those started in like 91.
Right.
So I got to see a lot of great bands.
That's cool. Before they probably got too corporate and ruined.
Yeah, I mean, I saw bands that you know what I mean, like that you could never get a chance to see. It was it was great.
What did your room growing up look like?
I had it was kind of regular. I say regular, but I also like had a stereo.
Right.
Had to have
That
a
was so important. Yeah.
So it
With 2 separate speakers?
2 separate speakers. Had to have a stereo. A dual cassette deck, and I always have like boom boxes. You know, and I have a double, so I like, you know, double tape and stuff.
Who do you think your go-to band was when you were at that age, like high school?
I was weird. I loved the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was like, oh, like you know, it looks like a Jewishy. Well, it is a Jewishy white guy. Beastie Boy, love Beastie Boys. And my dad's record collection, I grew up on a lot of that. So I love, and I love. It was the weirdest comment. It was like Beastie Boys, Billy Joel, which I still love. The Beatles, obviously, that's like a staple. The Doors.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, the Doors. And I still do love the Doors, you know, but so it was just a wide variety, and then all that kind of like alternative and new wave. But like I love, like as far as a personality, it was like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
And the Beastie Boys. People were like, it was very like kind of like East Coast thing, you know, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I think I was probably like Billy Joel and Tenacious D.
Okay, yeah.
I remember I had this Tenacious D shirt for years that I wore like every day in high school, and there was an outline around it.
Yeah.
And then after I'd owned the shirt for like 10 years, someone said, do you know that the inner line is the outline of a penis?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I wore this in high school every day. No one
I felt
said
like
anything.
inside you knew.
I had no idea, yeah. Did you ever get detention in school?
No, I was pretty good. Like, I only started like skipping class in the senior year, and I still.
Where would you guys go when you'd skip?
I don't. We would sometimes just like, because you can leave for like lunch. You know what I mean? It was like an open kind of campus.
Oh yeah, we had that too.
It was like an open. There was also a lot of crime, like I saw somebody tried to stab. It was like a lot.
At school?
Yeah, because the school itself had a problem where I think the years earlier, like the SWAT team had to land on the roof.
The SWAT team landed on the roof of your school?
Yeah, this is before I was there, and a new principal came and kind of like cleaned up, like really cleaned house.
Right.
Like it was a huge school. The school was in like at one point it was like the top 10 most crime.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I took a helicopter to school.
Right,
You know, it
right.
was
You
great.
had
So
a special
it was me. I
access.
went to a special. I had special access. So it was just like a really wide. Like it was just a
Did you ever
wild
see like fights break out?
all the time. I mean, yeah, and it was
Over nothing, probably too.
probably over nothing. And then, yeah, I used to get my ass kicked. Like
Who would do
bullied.
it?
You know, and I was like dating this girl, and you know, she like the neighborhood she lived in was like really bad. So people were like, she was. It was a real like kind of like white trash scenario.
Right. Were you saying you'd get beat up on the way to go see her?
I'd be like working at the mall, like some job at the mall, and then like when I left my shift, like like for retribution, like some dude pulled a gun on me. And
What?
Yeah, the other
Someone pulled a gun on you?
Yeah, it was terror.
Did you know who it was?
Yeah, I knew who it was because I beat up his brother with a skateboard.
Well,
In the
wait,
Taco Bell parking
wait,
lot.
what? You didn't have your nanny beat the kid up with a skateboard?
No, but they took it was this. I think it was like she got in like an argument with a dude. He punched her in the face.
Wait, who got in an argument?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend got in an argument with a dude.
He punched her in the face.
A dude punched your girlfriend in the face?
Yeah.
In front of you?
No.
You just heard about it.
Yeah, and then I found him in the Taco Bell parking lot, and then I beat him with his skateboard.
Well, that seems
his brother and him and some other people like jumped me outside of the mall.
Sounds like a great script for a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, so pulled a gun on me. I mean, you know, didn't shoot me, and then just punched me in the a few times, and then left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you tell your parents about it? Did you just go to school the next day and sit next to him at lunch? Like,
I mean, I didn't snitch. Like you know, go to the police. Like probably something I should do.
Right.
But I did find out the dude who punched that I got in a fight with seems like he turned out to be pretty chill dude. Right. I believe his brother,
the guy with the gun.
I don't know where it happened now, but he lost his leg in a motorcycle accident.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's just all and that's not a judgment on anything. I don't wish that or happy about that or anything like that. But that's just an interesting. You look back, you live long enough, you can look back and see like, especially a lot of that lives like on Facebook for people like my age. And
yeah, there was a kid that used to bully me. I remember one time he threw me on the ground and farted on me. Yeah. And now he works at St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how much people change.
Yeah. He's still that guy that farted on you, though.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's a front.
Man, I've never had a gun drawn on a guest before. This is crazy. Was that the only time you came in contact with a weapon?
I may have talked about this on stage. I don't know if I have or not, but I was going to. I remember I must have been 10. It must have been like because I remember the photo I took that was taken at the Museum of Natural History, and we're on the bus, and I looked out the window, and there was like two buildings in an alley. And I saw somebody get mugged and stabbed.
You did?
Myself and other people. It wasn't just me because I was like, look.
You were just like looking at birds out the window.
Yeah, looking. And then people rushed over, and I remember he must have grabbed his like shit, like wherever he got stabbed, and then he put his hand on the wall, which was white from what I remember, and I just remember like the bloody hand.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild to see.
And then you were like on a 5th grade field trip or something.
Yeah, I was 10, so whatever I was when I was 10. It was the 80s in New York were crazy. Because I remember like being in New York, and I remember seeing like peep shows and X-rated movie theaters, and then you remember like, oh, then they're gone. And I'm like, wow, this is gone. This is when Giuliani, became mayor.
Yeah, I went to college in Boston, and they told us like when my dad dropped me off at the campus, he goes, "This used to be where all the hookers and crime was," and I was like, "How did you know that, Dad?"
Did you ever go to the Rat? The place called the Rat?
Was that in Boston?
Yeah, it was like a hardcore punk club, the Rat Skeller.
Did you go there?
Yeah, it was a real. It was a real hellhole. Like the ceiling was falling apart, but it was like one of those like kind of like grimy clubs in Boston.
I think I had English class in there.
You had AP English there.
Yeah, AP English. What kind of student were you? Did you get good grades?
I got pretty decent grades. I was like relatively intelligent where I can kind of get by on doing a little bit of work. Like I was
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I remember I met my wife in college. And she'd be like, you never do the homework, but you know all the answers. And I was like, yeah, I'd read the book in class while I was waiting for the teacher to get there. Yeah. Is that kind of what your vibe was?
A little, yeah. I was a little bit like, but I also was like, well, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, you're not supposed to like drink alcohol before you're 21. You're not supposed to smoke. I was straight edge. I was a part like the hardcore straight edge.
Did you do like the X's on your hand?
Yeah, I never really did that, but it was that.
Right.
I actually did try with this is disgusting, with like a box razor. I carved an X in my arm, and I was like,
for straight edge?
Yeah, and it hurts so bad, and it's so gross and dangerous. I think it's probably faded by now, but for a while you could see like the scar.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
So for people listening that don't know what we're talking about, you'd put an X on your hand or carved into your arm if you wanted to like say you were clean from drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I just didn't get invited to parties.
Right. This is by default.
Yeah, by default.
You're like, yeah, I'm straight edge. Like, no one's offering. Well, I remember like at the time, like crack cocaine was in vogue.
Right.
It was pretty big. But nobody ever tried to like sell it to me. Like, I felt like I felt like other people were like, yeah, someone tried to sell me crack. And I was like, I almost wanted to be like, yeah, me too. They're like, not you. Like, they were like, it's so addictive and we love making money off of it, but like, I'm not good for the crack brand.
Right.
Like, they don't want this dork. Like, it's not good for business.
You should do that as a bit if you don't already. It's good.
I have kind of like taught. It was in my earlier, when I was trying to do stand up and stopped and started again. I think I talked about how it was bad for the crack brand.
So you literally took like a box cutter and carved a bloody X.
Yeah, like
into your arm.
like little, like kind of like.
Right.
It hurt so bad and it bled so bad, and plus it's just. Where was that box razor?
How old were you when this happened?
I was probably like 17. I was in high school.
Okay. Did your parents find out?
Nah.
Okay. Were your parents like around at all, or?
My parents got divorced when I was like 4, so it was
with the 6th brother, or was that from a different marriage?
It was different, yeah. Okay. So I have like one like full sister, and the rest would be like half.
Right. What was your first job?
My first job was a place, and I've had a lot of jobs. I could not keep a job. I was a horrible employee.
Right.
But I was really good at getting jobs because I'm very good. I'm very employable presenting.
Right.
And then I get there and I'm like, I do not want to do this. I don't want to work.
Right.
It was Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Oh, I love Ponderosa.
You know Ponderosa? Yeah.
Were you a waiter, dishwasher?
Oh yeah, I was like a dishwasher and like refilling. There was like a salad bar, like a salad bar, and like refilling that. And that's how I was able to. I memorized my social security number because that's what you had to do to like punch. I don't know what it was, but that's how I remembered how to memorize my social security number.
Right. Which is? Do you want to share it with us?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. My medical history and just my logins and my 5 darkest fears. Then do what you want with it.
Did you ever get in trouble with your parents for anything?
I mean, I got arrested for shoplifting.
You did?
Oh my God.
You got arrested? What happened?
I was a maniac. I was stealing.
Okay. What did you steal?
Anything I could get my hands on. Like, it was great. And again, no drugs, no alcohol.
Right.
Just crime. Like, I just loved crime. Yeah, I got.
I can't believe how many people I have on this podcast. Like, I had a life of crime as a kid.
I mean, I would steal like cassettes,
right,
and then like long box
from like
CDs.
The Wall. Did you have The Wall?
Oh yeah. Well, I had a plug there. I had an insider. I had an inside person.
The Wall was a music store back in the day.
I would see, one of my girlfriends worked at a stole from the register.
Oh, you stole money? You stole money from the. How much are we talking here?
You know what I mean? Like, any time it could be like $11, $14, $40. You know,
right?
I worked at a and it was kind of like, so I would just not ring, like, if things were even, like, I could just not ring things up, and it was just by the time they checked the inventory, it was just like there was no cameras. It was just wild. Yeah, no,
I like that a few minutes ago you're like, I don't know why I couldn't keep a job.
I never got fired from stealing.
Oh, you didn't?
No. It was just like not showing up, or I would just like quit. Like, I just would not show up again.
What do you think, what's the biggest heist you pulled off, you think?
I once worked for a what do you call it?
Manicurist?
No, like a chain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. Allegedly, I probably over the years probably stole. I mean, if you added up the retail value, because I would sell it on eBay,
right?
And I would lock the store up to deposit the checks that I got from eBay. So I would
wait. What do you mean?
So I would be working at the store. I was stealing from the store. I was selling it on eBay. I would get the money, the check, because this is I was an early.
You were like Frank Abagnale from Catch Me If You Can.
I would out for lunch, and I would take those checks and deposit them in my bank while I was at work. So
what were the checks from?
eBay, from the stuff I was selling. I was taking the product from the store I was at, sell it on eBay, get the money, and then I would be working at the store, and I shut the store down to deposit the check. And I don't endorse this. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is I'm proud of myself, but I did it.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone has stuff like that, and they become a better person from it.
Yeah. I mean, this is, it's not nothing I would condone now, nor would I judge somebody for doing.
Just because it was this morning doesn't mean you're not a changed man.
This was weeks ago. You look back and your cameras are gone. You're like, where are my cameras gone? I was like, I don't even know what this is. I need to steal it. So yeah, and my sisters were like trouble. We were all like little trouble, kind of troublemakers. And
were you the biggest one, or was someone in your family bigger?
I think some of my sisters were like pretty bad. I'm so surprised on how great everyone turned out. Like they own houses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They own property.
Yeah.
I do not, but they
right. But they're not a guest on this podcast, so
and they never will be unless
they really want
they're available.
Yeah. Man, that was a great story.
Yeah, I got a million juicy stories.
Well, what do you got? What comes to mind?
You asked me. Didn't you ask about a time that I got trouble at work? Did you ask me if we got in trouble?
What are you thinking of?
So I worked at West Point.
Okay.
The military academy into New York, and I worked at the hotel there called Hotel Thayer. I was
at the military academy.
There was a hotel that was like off. It was on the grounds, but that's where people would stay, and that's where like presidents would stay.
Okay.
There's like the Eisenhower room. So beside the fact that we all had walkie-talkies and we take shifts going in the room, take naps, raid the refrigerator. It's like Eisenhower slept here,
right?
So beside like that kind of general like time work theft, I was like a bellboy or a porter. They were like, "Oh, we need you to take this like a people mover, this van, and go into the town and pick up like some people down there and bring them back to the hotel." And I was like, I got to level with you. It was like, I'm not great at driving. I should not be doing this. I was like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not right for this. I let them know. They're like, no, it's your part of your job. And I was like, okay. Took it. I drove into town and I backed into like some 4-star general's truck. I mean, I creamed it.
Right.
Creamed.
Right. Was he in the truck?
No, he wasn't in the truck. Okay. How I found out is because the police showed up.
Right.
And turns out I had a suspended license.
Did you not know you had?
I did not know it was that. And then, so I got arrested.
What?
And my employer had to come down and bail me out of like the jail.
So you've been to jail?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like it was.
Were you in like a holding cell or something?
Yeah, it was like a holding thing. And it was only for like a couple of hours.
Right.
And the reason my license was suspended was crack cocaine and handgun stuff. No,
you sold on eBay.
Yeah, I think I had like a lapse in insurance. He gave a lapse in insurance,
silly.
something like that. Yeah, where I just wasn't paying attention. So they had to come bail me out, and I was like, "Well, I'm definitely getting fired." I did not get fired, and I worked there for like another 6 months after that.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
At West Point.
Yeah, West Point, yeah. And the dude who's like the general, whatever.
That's a military school, right?
Yeah. He actually was very cool about it.
The general that you crashed into?
Yeah. He was very cool about it.
Took you out to lunch, didn't hold you at gunpoint or anything.
No.
You're like, you can. I've lived through this. You can do it. I was 6.
And I was like, listen, I love Rambo. I love Rick Dawn. I get it, man.
I always ask everyone what their favorite snack is from when they were a kid.
Right.
You said Oreos.
Yeah, I love
So
Oreos.
I got you Oreos as a parting gift.
Oh.
Yeah. They're right here. And I thought we could cheers an Oreo to end off the stream here.
I only like triple stuff. My nanny only gave me triple stuff.
Good, then I can keep those.
She said double stuff is for the pores.
Head to gladpod.com for more podcasts or to support us on Patreon. Either way, I am so glad that you were here.